Thanks for joining me here on Freelance Formula. I'm your host, Wu Bean Mole. So, easy name to remember. Roo, like kangaroo. Bean, like bean. Mole, like the small underground rodent, but spelt wrong. Welcome to my show. Okay, alright folks, welcome back to Freelance Formula. Thank you for joining me here today. Alright, before the video starts, if you could do me a solid and get your mouse ready, alright, put it across the like button, alright, if not, it's got to be your thumb or something, or whatever you're using, okay? And on the count of 3, we're going to press it together, alright, and something cool is going to happen. Are you ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Wallop. That was sick. Alright, thanks for that. If you actually liked it, appreciate it, because you're helping me get into the YouTube algorithm, helping me grow this channel, you know, much appreciated. Now, this is gonna be mega. This one thing is holding you back from leaving your job. Today, we're gonna be talking about sales and how to sell your art, how to sell your photos and video work. I think this is super underrated in the videography and photography game. I think you see a lot of people talking about gear and not a lot about selling, and I think it's crucial. So let's get into it. All right, so creative people are actually notorious for being terrible salesmen or women, salesmen or women, all right? Equality here, it's important. I went to music college when I was at university, and there was such a heavy focus on the art, and there's nothing wrong with that, but people had no idea how to actually sell their product or their service. So the result of that was there's a lot of people who love making stuff, love making art, but have no idea how to value that to someone else or a business or an audience. And I'm seeing the same thing in photography and videography. People don't know how to sell their art. They love making what they make, but they don't know how it's valued. People don't like putting a price tag on art, and that is fair enough because it's difficult, because it's passion. And so it's trying to figure out what price tag you should put on your art, what value does that hold for someone else? Okay, so a big misconception about selling and how to sell to people isn't about trying to convince someone about how good you are. This is the first mistake that I made when I was learning how to sell my art, is that actually people don't care how good you are, okay? Believe it or not, don't get me wrong, it helps if you can crack out a banging video or take a great photo. People want to know what problem you're going to solve with this product you're offering, with this asset, because that's what it is. Your photo or your video isn't just something that you do once and it's done. It is an asset that they can use over and over again in different ways. So what problem are you solving for these people? Have that mindset switch, and it suddenly turns from you're just giving them a piece of art to you are solving a £10,000 problem. That's very valuable. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna run an example, okay? So this is Susan, I drew her on Photoshop, all right? Big up Susan. Susan owns a business that specifically works in the leisure industry. All right, let's say that. So it's sports and leisure, all right? Susan's here. Now, Susan likes your work, she gets in touch, maybe she knows you through a friend, maybe she knows your mum, you just don't know. Or she finds you on the internet. However you market, that's for a different video. Susan finds you and she wants to have a chat with you about video. Okay, so she's already got the idea that video could be something that works for her business, okay? Now, you go in to see Susan, and in the first circumstance, what happens is you talk to her and you tell her how good you are, how you've served different people, and how you've done this before, and all of this stuff, and that's great. But Susan ends up going away and she doesn't purchase anything, okay? Second scenario is you go and see Susan, but this time, rather than focusing on you, you say, Susan, what would you like this video for? And so you pin it on her and you say, what are you going to use this video for? Or photos, you say, Susan, why do you want this photography? Why is it now that in your business you feel that you need this photography? And so maybe she tells you, well, I'm gonna run a new marketing campaign, and and I want it to reach people that are coming here in the tourist industry, and I want it to reach new people. And so with that, you'd say, okay, so you're using it to reach new people. Susan would say yes. And so here's how you'd sell it to Susan. You'd say, Susan, it's great being able to reach people, and that's fine, you can do that very easily. But what happens when you reach them? You need something to really wow people and really get a very clear grip on what you offer here. Within a minute or 2 minutes, you need to be able to explain what your leisure centre does, how it does it, and how it's good for the people you're selling to. You know, Susan will probably evaluate that and say, yeah, that's true. Or you'd say, Susan, you need great photography because all of your media and all of your marketing is dependent on having a great photographer take some great photos. And so you line up these assets with her issue, and suddenly she's making the connection that you are going to solve the problem with what you do. And then you get to the price and you say, okay, well, you know, for me to solve this issue for you, and for me to make something that's really valuable and has a lot of lifespan to it that you can use over and over again to reach, you know, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of different people, this is going to cost X amount. And this gives you leverage to be able to charge more than a day rate, because you're solving a problem, you're not charging for a day rate. And so suddenly Susan sees it as you are the answer to her problem. And that is how you sell. Connect the issue with the solution, and you are the solution, okay? With wedding photos and videos, it is different because you're not really solving an issue, they're purchasing a luxury item. Selling wedding films and photos is different, but it's all about your brand. It's all about how you come across rather than what you're solving. And so I think I'm going to make a separate video on this. I'll give you the headlines. Being a successful wedding filmmaker or photographer doesn't mean that you need them. They need you. And if they understand that, then you are onto a winner. It's when people start looking really desperate or start slashing their prices and offering discounts that make people seem really cheap. And so that is a bad thing to do in the wedding sector, because if people have a budget and they want to spend a certain amount of money, they will spend it. They're not looking to save money, they want to spend money. So I'm going to make a separate video on how to sell wedding films and photos for a good price, because I've quadrupled my price in the last 2 years and business for me hasn't slowed down. It's not a weird flex, it's just the truth, and anyone out there can do it too. All right, so I've got a sick book. Hold on, where is it? Whoa. All right, so look, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't covered everything within like a 10-minute video about sales. In fact, I could make a whole series about selling. I absolutely love it. But something that I found extremely helpful is this book here. It's fantastic. It's 48 tools to help you sell. And so far so good, really enjoying it. And invest into yourself and learn more about selling, because it is absolutely essential to running a business, especially a creative business where you have to explain your value to people. Sales takes time, sales takes a lot of practice, and so it's not something you're going to get straight away. I've been learning how to sell now for the last 1.5 years, and it's transformed my business. And so that's why I'm so passionate about it, because I feel like you could really unlock your true potential as a photographer or a videographer or whatever creative field you're in watching this video. I feel like you could really push the boundaries of your profit margins by learning how to sell and stepping away from this day rate nonsense and moving into a valued sector that is solving problems in a consultancy kind of manner. I think this is the way that videographers and photographers should approach their business and learn how to sell in that regard. Okay, mistakes I've made, you know, I've gone into sales meetings and instead of trying to solve a problem, I've been trying to prove myself, saying, oh, I think that I'm the man for the job, because it's not a job interview, you're not an employee, they're looking to hire you to solve a problem. So explain how you're going to solve it. Don't try and prove yourself. In fact, divert almost all the attention off of you and focus on their issue, because that's where, you know, the weak spot is in terms of a sale, and you can really hone in on that. I think a lot of people, especially creative people, feel guilty about charging for something they love. And you've got to change that mindset. People feel bad about charging and even offer to do it for free because they don't think that there's any value in it, because they love doing it. And look, that's just a happy coincidence. It doesn't mean that there's no value to it. Because of not seeing any value in it, like I never had any confidence. I think something important to remember is that people are not going to buy from someone that doesn't seem confident in what they're doing. Knowing your craft, knowing some chat, you know, like a bit about what you do is super important in sales, and being able to sell your product by filling them with confidence because they're confident in you. And that, again, that just takes time. I think you just got to practice and just keep going and read more, learn more, watch more videos like this. Like if you're watching this video, you're already on the right path, learning how to sell. But look, sales takes time, sales takes a lot of practice. And so if you don't get it straight away, like don't beat yourself up, that's cool, don't worry about it. Creative people struggle with this. And so there is definitely room for improvement for a lot of creative people. And so you've got people in the industry who have been working for 20 years in photography or videography and haven't got a clue how to sell. My best advice is to find someone who either knows a bit about sales or is a business friend who's in business as well, and just have like a practice run and see if you can sell to them, because, well, you never know, you might be able to squeeze a video out of them if you're good, or get some photos done. But give it a go with a friend and they can tell you how to improve, like how things came across, because there's so many levels to selling. There is so much that could be discussed on sales, and I can't just sum up with this one video. But if you enjoyed this, let me know. I could do more videos about sales and how to sell. I absolutely love selling. And if you did enjoy this video and you fancy seeing more, you know, hit that subscribe button. That'd be much appreciated. Oh, and also, I've got some referral links down below if you want to support the channel. That'd be mega. Have a look at the gear I use to record these videos, and also my professional videos that I do for a job, and my photography. It's all there. Have a little Gandhi's flip-flop mucker, and you'll see all of those puppies are down there. If you liked the book, or you want to read this book, there is a referral link down below. I will get paid if you buy it. So if you want to support me and the channel, I'd really appreciate that. That'd be really cool, and it means I can make more videos like these and help more people learn how to sell and such, you know, and how to be good business owners in photography and videography. So much appreciated. I'm not saying that I'm some master of sales and I haven't got it all figured out. I'm learning as well, but I would love for more people to know what I know. And so my passion is sharing that with you. And I hope that's come across, and it's not come across like I'm a big know-it-all. But listen, I appreciate you, and any helpful tips you can give in the comments, that would be awesome. All right, so see you boys later. Cheerio.